Hello, beautiful Pisces. This is the general reading for Pisces, January 15th through the 29th. If you haven't already, please check out my other videos. Just a friendly reminder to take what resonates. If it does not resonate, leave it behind. If nothing resonates whatsoever, then this message is not for you at this time. I am still working on audio issues that people have brought up to me. I do have a microphone, but I'm having technical difficulties with it. I forgot to mention in my last two videos that these are for Sun, Moon, and Rising. I do put them in the captions, or not the captions, but the description. So hopefully most people do know that. Please be sure to check out your other placements if you know that. Friendly reminder that energy is fluid. Energy is always changing due to our decisions and manifests. So just keep an eye out. I am greatly appreciative of all of the love that I have received over the last week. I appreciate you guys so much for being here, for watching, for checking out these videos. Please make sure that if it resonates and or if you just enjoy, to like and subscribe so you can see the future content. These videos will be shorter than my previous ones. They were more for introductory reasons. I did extended readings. The future content and videos that I'll be sharing will go over a little bit more. So we'll have love readings, we'll have affirmations. For this general reading, I am using the Dungeons & Dragons Tarot again because I am absolutely in love with what they tell you. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, January 15th through the 29th. This will be shorter, as said, so it's just going to be a general reading, and then we will clarify your outcome, and then we'll close out with the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. Okay, come on, Pisces. Pisces. Okay, come here. We want that. Whoa! Thank you so much. Pisces, January 15th through the 29th. Everyone has had quite a bit of shadow work that we are working with. It is probably because of the energy of last year and the previous years before that. So everyone has a bit of work, a bit of desires that we want. Sorry, I just laid this down. I keep having issues with it. I want it there, but it might have to go away. All right, Pisces, let's get started. Ooh, energy of the reading for the overall deck is the Five of Wisdom. So for your current situation, Pisces, we do have the King of Charisma. We then have the Devil card in what is crossing you. That is what supports or challenges you. In the foundation of the question, or what we should be focusing on, we have the Six of Strength in the reverse position. In the past position, we have the Seventh of Strength. Possibilities involved and or what we might be hoping for, we do have the Four of Charisma in the reverse position. For the near future, we have the Three of Charisma. For you and the energy you are bringing to this reading, we have the Queen of Strength. They then have, for external influences or environmental influences, or also can be our subconscious, we have the Nine of Strength. We then have, for hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings, the Six of Charisma. And finally, the outcome card, we have the Ace of Charisma, which we will clarify in a little bit. So let me grab everything and get situated real quick. I should have gotten that a little out of the way here. I just want to be as comfortable as possible as I do this reading with you. Alrighty. Okay, Five of Wisdom. Keeping a bright outlook and not letting past pain affect your interpretation of the present moment. Ooh, I really like that. I love the card. We do have a hot air balloon. It does look like, I love it. Oh my gosh, do you guys see this? There, one of them has a fish for a sword. Um, that's interesting. Interesting, Pisces. And you're a water sign, so I think that's even more interesting. Um, a revenant tells you its story and asks for aid in completing its act of vengeance. Interesting. Okay. So your overall energy of the deck is you're keeping this bright outlook. You are trying to not let your past experiences, your traumas, create your present. You're trying to live in the moment, which is a wonderful thing. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let those doubts swallow you whole. So that is a fantastic card to start a reading with. We then have the King of Charisma in our current position. It is my bard with his smoky hair that is reaping the fruits of your endeavors, enjoying abundance while not getting lost in acquiring it. So, yes, you are enjoying these accomplishments, but you are not getting stuck and being greedy. You're not getting into a habit of being like, I want more and more and more and more and more. We're just enjoying it. That is wonderful. What is crossing you is the Devil card. He is one of my favorites. This guy, how we deal with our shadow self. This card calls us to cut through lies and see how honest we can be with ourselves. So a lot of the time it is shadow work in itself. For the Devil, he is card 15. It is oppression, addiction, sexuality, and temptation. The Devil has two sides. One side encourages you to delight in the pleasures of life, such as lust, decadence, and indulgence. The other warns of unhealthy attachment and addiction. Are there negative vices that continuously bring you down and hold you back? Don't let reasonable indulgences become toxic. The Devil is unfulfilled and tries to achieve fulfillment with the same short-term solutions over and over again. You may be falling victim to a cycle, trapped in bad habits and toxic dependencies that lead you down the wrong path. Check in with yourself and your habits when this card appears. Are you restricting yourself from indulging, or have you delved too far into decadence? So dependencies are not always drug. They can be codependencies. They can be dependencies on a person or on a situation where you just feel like you cannot be whole, or that you have to have this thing or person in your life to even function. That is not the case. Don't go from a place of lack, because even if you have this, happiness comes from within. Happiness comes from within. It comes from working on what we need to fix, improving, learning from our past lessons, which you are doing with this Five of Wisdom. This is your overall energy of this reading. So you are confronting these demons, which is wonderful. Just make sure that, yes, you can have a few indulgences. You can have things that you love or that make you happy, but do not go so far into it. And if you do have an addiction, seek help, because you are not alone. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, Pisces. We are emotional, in a lot of, well, we're emotional. That's the best way to put it. So I know how difficult that can be. What we should be focusing on, or the current foundation, is the Six of Strength. Enjoy the success, but don't get too attached to it. What's your definition of success? Riding the highs and lows. This card has come out a lot as well in the previous readings that we've done, for a lot of signs. So it is focusing on, since this is in the reverse position, we are probably not, we're not allowing ourselves to enjoy the successes that we have. So you just keep raising the bar. And as I've said in the previous videos, you have to realize that if you keep doing that, it's never going to be enough and you'll never feel accomplished. So you need to make sure that you are giving yourself credit where credit is due. And being happy, you know, finding your definition of success doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a millionaire. As much as we would all probably love to be a millionaire, the money isn't going to bring you happiness. It will help with a lot of problems. I'm not denying that. But happiness comes from within. Anything that you can consider an accomplishment, you should pat yourself on the back for. Especially if you are struggling with addictions, if you're struggling with codependencies, if you're struggling with needing an external avenue of happiness or love. You need to be loving yourself, placing that energy into you so that you feel successful, which attracts more success. Seven of Strength is in the past position. That is dealing with the overwhelming, letting go of what causes stress, perfectionism, desire, fear, or future tripping. Since it is in the past position, perhaps that is a lesson you have learned to deal with, Pisces, is you are starting to let go of things that scare you or things that have you overwhelmed or stressed, because you have realized, or you have begun to realize that it does you no good. It does you no good. It brings in more negative energy. It sets you back further. It's not something you want to hold on to. And again, you have this wonderful hot air balloon that is saying that you have released, or you are beginning to release, so that you can enjoy the present moment. Four of Charisma in the reverse position, this wonderful dragon. He has come up a couple of times now. This is in your possibilities involved, or what you might be hoping for. Being careful with finances while not falling into a fear of greed. So the possibilities involved, nobody wants to be greedy. We are in the reverse position, so I'm going to say that the possibilities involved here are you might end up being either too frugal or, again, overindulgent. I myself do fall into that category a lot of the time. Either you're being too frugal or you're spending too much. Just be careful, be wary. You don't want to hoard like that dragon. You want to move away from that. You want to be generous. You want to be filled with love. Being greedy and miserly is a way of attracting just more of that, which will attract more financial burdens and issues, or a lack in other areas of your life, which are much, 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 much more important than monetary. In your near future, we do have the Three of Charisma, interestingly enough, 4-3. Using the power of a team and learning how to collaborate. So in the near future, you will have an opportunity to work in a team, or to create stronger bonds with your family or friends, or even your partner. And you will be on a lesson of how to collaborate, how to combine energy and forces to accomplish something. Queen of Strength is you and the energy you are bringing to this reading. Oh, she is such a beauty. She has come up in a few readings as well. She is a fantastic figure. Spreading the love and letting your light shine, having courage to take it to the next level. So you're beginning to break out of your shell. You are starting to show how loving and how amazing of a person you are. You are letting your light shine, just as the card says, and you are taking the steps to the next level, to accomplish more of your goals, to make yourself better. You are doing the work, and that is fantastic. Because that's just going to get you on your life purpose. That is going to make it so that you are traveling the correct path always. You are going to start manifesting the life you desire, the things you desire. You're coming from a place of love, not a place of lack. You are starting to put into the world a better quality of life. So environmentally, we do have the Nine of Strength following your Queen. This is your external influences. These are your environmental influences. This can also be your subconscious. The Nine of Strength is finding the wellspring of resolve to push through hardship, a test of faith. So you might be going through some obstacles right now, especially with this devil who is crossing you. But you are holding on to hope. You are holding on to faith. You are going to rise above your trials and tribulations and come out better than ever before. When we are faced with tests and trials in life, even if we manifested it, we end up learning and improving and growing, and it actually leads us to a better life because we use these moments, we use these tower moments, these chaotic times to rise above and better ourselves and be in touch with spirit, with God, your higher self, the energies around you, and it just keeps growing. It keeps blossoming into something better and better and better. Six of Charisma. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. He is such a conspicuous card. It is so fitting. He looks like he's about to take you to Pleasure Island. Eventually, I will hopefully remember what all of these mean so then I can just go for it. Giving and receiving fully while not sacrificing your values or exhausting your energy. This is your hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. This is the advice the universe is giving to you at this time. Giving and receiving fully while not sacrificing your values or exhausting your energy. Don't sacrifice your beliefs or your values. Stand with integrity. Absolutely give from a place of love, not a sacrifice. And receive. But don't put out, expect reciprocity, at least to a degree. This is actually one of those things that are hard for Pisces because we love so much, we are so emotional, that a lot of the time in relationships, we can expect more than what the other person is actually capable of because we expect everyone to love the way we do. So it is something to work on and to kind of process differently, but at the same time, do not pour from yourself to something that isn't going to reciprocate. You can't. It will destroy you. You will start to feel negative. You will start to be beat down. You will start to lose yourself. And you don't want to lose that wonderful light of yours. So just be cautious and make sure that you're coming from the right place, you're accepting from the right place, you're being grateful, but that you are not exhausting yourself or sacrificing. Okay? You then actually end with the Ace of Charisma. I just want to say that I do think that's very, very interesting because, okay, we have, we started with the King of Charisma. We very, very started with wisdom, right? But you went from charisma to a major arcana to 2 strength cards, to 2 charisma cards, to 2 strength cards, and you're ending with 2 charisma cards. That's very interesting to me. So your outcome card is the Ace of Charisma. It is a new opportunity and a time of manifestation and abundance. How wonderful for you, Pisces. That is so exciting. A mysterious order of assassins begins to hunt down a member of the party. How fun. How exciting. We are going to go ahead and clarify that Ace of Charisma. See what other messages or what we need to know about the Ace of Charisma for Pisces. This is January 15th through the 29th. It is the first month of a new year, and that is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's so exciting. I love being here with you guys. I love seeing these readings. I hope they're as helpful as I want them to be. It's all about being, very interesting. Okay. It's all about trying to get us on that self-purpose, our higher paths, just getting us there, right? And to helping heal what we need to heal from, helping us grow, helping us work, and knowing that you're not alone. You are never alone. You just jump on here and be like, hey, see, I just want to, tell you blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be like, hey, I feel you. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm here. Come and rant, come and vent, and come and affirm, be positive, share that, share your wins with me. So, clarifying your Ace of Charisma, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is investment, commitment, and patience. The Seven of Pentacles signifies that you're at a point in your life where you're waiting for returns on the investments you're committed to. You've put a lot of time, energy, and effort into what you're watching with careful, hopeful eyes, and you're unsure whether things will work out. The Seven of Pentacles calls for patience. If you keep at it and stay vigilant, you should achieve success and stability, even if the form of success and stability isn't what you thought it would be. Always keep the bigger picture in mind and stick to your commitments. So I definitely like that, because a lot of the time, especially with manifestation, you do get a little frustrated because the universe starts giving you a little piece at a time, and sometimes it's very slow and very small. And we get frustrated and we kind of get angry, which we don't want to do. It is human, but you don't want to do that, because the universe is giving it to you. It is showing you that it's hearing you. It is creating it. They are giving it to you. They are working with you on it. So just make sure that you're paying attention to those signs, those synchronicities, and those little successes, because it is answering you. Just because it's not exactly what you had in mind, your expectations, remember your expectations, don't get exhausted, because it's coming. You do actually have the Ten of Cups. It is in the reverse position. But again, as I've said in other readings, this is about getting them into the upright. So even though this could also fall in line with your Seven of Pentacles if you're feeling a little frustrated towards it. The Ten of Cups, we have missing loved ones, friction, and miscommunication. So when reversed, the Ten of Cups warns that you might have to make some adjustments, have some tough conversations, or go out of your way to address someone's presence or absence in order to achieve harmony and togetherness, to get this guy in the upright position, okay? If someone is putting the happiness and well-being of your personal community at risk, be sure to address it as soon as possible. Open yourself to authentic and vulnerable communication so you can find a solution or common ground. If a loved one is missing, find a way to include them. So really, again, this is about getting things into the upright position. You can absolutely resonate with that for missing a loved one, or even perhaps you have a miscommunication and you start to worry about things. Just make sure that you're setting your intentions, you're standing with integrity, you are communicating your needs clearly. Sometimes miscommunications can happen if we come from a place of anger instead of a place of love. So just try to make a little more discernment. And of course, as it said, there could be something that kind of rocks the boat a little bit, something that you can't control, or something in your family life, or something in a relationship that causes you to kind of be like, whoa, what's going on? Don't worry, because you can end up having a stronger bond from this. And then finally, we do have a Page of Wands, which is a very, very adorable little card. Page of Wands, as we know, pages are usually bringers of news, so that's always exciting. We have inspiration, limitless potential, ambition, and enthusiasm. You absolutely have limitless potential. Always. You have endless opportunities. They are always expanding. They're always growing. Nothing can hold us back. Nothing. Nothing at all. The Page of Wands is excitable and curious about the world. They're passionate, and their exuberance overflows in the form of creativity and big plans. They're also inexperienced, however, so sometimes their grand ideas fail to become reality. When you see the Page of Wands in a reading, it may mean that you're brimming with creative energy but need to sit down and plan out your next steps. Alternatively, the page can be an invitation to take a risk, try something new, or put yourself out there. Absolutely, especially if you are looking for a career change, looking for new hobbies. Maybe you have a hobby that you really enjoy and you just want to get out there. Perhaps you're looking for love. Put yourself out there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful reading. Okay, we are going to grab the Shaman's Dream to close out this reading. Again, thank you guys so much for being with me. I truly, truly appreciate all of the love that you guys have shown me. If this resonates, if you enjoyed, please remember, like and subscribe. Oh, wonderful. I'm sorry. Okay. Pisces, you got Beloved, card number 2, Radical Acceptance. Oh, it's so lovely. This is the first day that I am using it. And so far this deck has been absolutely wonderful. Beloved, the object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. Oh, yes. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance as everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it. Let it light you up and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss. Even when it feels that you're being consumed by the fire of the beloved, do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Surrender is the key. Allow yourself to be loved. Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you. For they will only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. Be careful you are not seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Sink with and sink into your heart and trust your sense of what is true, and you will know what to do. The true beloved is never false. Every gift offered is valuable. Recognize the many faces of the beloved and welcome them into your heart. You will be so glad you did. I will be so glad that you did, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining again. I am so truly grateful. Stay blessed, guys. Thank you.